Alright folks, sorry for the delayed start there, a few technical issues, all sorted now, and we are live from Canada. Thanks for joining us wherever you're tuning in from. I'm your host Mike Wilson, coming to you live from Canada. Great to have your company for the PlayStation Pacific Open Series Tier 1, Round 3. Montreal hosts this event, always a good little track for a few overtakes here and there. DRS will certainly play a part down the back straight. Benny MC's lap won't be playing a part early on. That has been invalidated. Looks like an in-lap anyway. He currently holds the provisional top time. So 109.9 early time to beat. We'll find who we got on track. Here goes CBF Rude to the top with a 109.5. Next over the line will be Deputy Dilldog, slots in fourth, 111.0. The second Mercedes of CBF Chip. Well, he's just starting a lap. Breadman Meekin crosses the line. A few of them coming over the line now. Next is the Aston of Buster, 111.1. Next up we've got a Ferrari of Wee, 921, last week's winner. Invalidated, so no love there for the Ferrari driver. Kekon next in the Williams. He goes fifth with a 110.5, 1.1 adrift. And about to cross the line, I think it's Twitch. Liddy goes fifth, 110.2. So the early laps now getting done and dusted. Chronic Saint goes up there with close to a 110 flat. And Kekon in there as well. So next we got, I think it's Scotty's about to do his lap. Oh, we just missed him on the timing sheets. Apologies there as he crossed the line. But he went fourth, 109.9. Alright, so we know Karma here is about to... Oh no, he's coming into the pits. Might have invalidated his lap. Here's Jeff, invalidated. Banana Cake Pie, invalidated. Tent Sandals with DRS open, looking to throw a fast lap in. Very fast through the final chicane. Always worth practicing that one to get it right. Goes over the line, 109.9, fifth place. So far, tight in that little area of the timing sheet. Just less than a tenth between Scotty in fourth, Chronic Saint in seventh. Metz gets disqualified already for parking in a dangerous location. So we're down to 19 for quali. No one seems to be on a hot lap at the moment, so maybe Tent Sandals actually. No, he's not going again. One lap was enough. Chronic Saints just trailing Scotty into the pits. Our CBF Rude's gone out next, so we'll check in with the Mercedes driver. Looks like he's the man to give us our next hot lap in anger. Only 300ths behind that provisional pole time set by Delicious. 2 rounds down in the championship. The points table starts to take a bit of shape, and a few of the guys now want to get some good results on the board. There's been a bit of consistency so far and some inconsistency from some. They'll be looking to capitalise in Canada. So here goes CBF Rude now on his fast lap. Completes the first sector. throwing that Mercedes around the circuit. Oh, that was just thrown a bit too far there through the chicane at the back part, through 8 and 9 there. It was 9 that caught him out. He threw a lot of speed into it. The entry looked awesome, but it was a touch too fast. Now, I think, who's next? Benny MC we're going with in the Red Bull. He's just come around the hairpin down the back there at turn 10 and makes his way down the start finish straight. Whizzes through the chicane at 13 and 14. Impressive speed. These drivers should all have a good handle on that. Oh, impressive speed indeed. Finds 4 tenths to the good. 109.089. And that's a hot lap from Benny. Great job. Try and find who we've got next there. Is it? It's not Keycon. I completely missed who that was. Might have been Jeff down there. We92 now goes to the top. 2 tenths better. Last week's race winner and championship leader at the moment by 7 points ahead of Scotty. Can they catch him? So we're still following Tri-Kid now. 1:10.2, his current time. Fair way off the pace with that lap. What can he produce on this lap? Goes way too deep. That lap invalidated late. Did he do that on the exit? I don't know if that's a thing. Maybe anyone watching in the comments can fill me in there. Can you invalidate a lap on the exit of the final chicane? No good for Tri-Kid. Buster not on a quick lap. Deputy Dilldog not on a quick lap, or at least not a pacey one. Not going to improve much with that one. We'll go down to Breadman Meakin in the Haas. He's on a 1:10.5 at the moment. He's defying close to a couple of seconds. Not on a fast lap though, so he gives that one away. Keycon follows in behind him. Here goes CBF Chip. Might be an in-lap, that one. We'll try and find... Well, Rude has had a moment by the looks of it. His front wing absent from that Mercedes. So what's he done there? Clearly had a good old solid brush of the wall somewhere along the lap. Other than that, it appears he'll just go for a nose change and fight on. So I don't think we've got too many on a really quick lap at the moment. We'll go to Scotty. He's coming through the final chicane, about to commence a quick lap. Finds himself currently a full second off the pace. He'll have more up his sleeve, no doubt. He's quicker than that is Scotty. 6th last week in China. Won the opening round at Portimao. What can he produce this time? And chips are down, pressure's on. Can he find the required pace in that out? Squeeze it dry. Only quite hooked up turn 9 there, entered the chicane through 8 just nicely. Might have been avoiding the curves altogether as he did through the hairpin there. So pop his DRS open. Down to the final chicane. This is where there's plenty of time to be made, plenty to be lost. Isn't that fast on the exit? Played it pretty safe, did Scotty. The time, well, it's an improvement, but barely. I think he'll be disappointed with that one, no question. Benny MC up there in second. He has invalidated that lap, so won't be going much further with that one. Tense Sandals. He's well and truly down at the moment. Now as Breadman Meekin will just go back to the Haas driver. He might be on a hot lap at the moment. We'll just check the splits. See how competitive it is. So he's going for it. Breadman Meekin has the hammer down in the number 19 Haas. Comes round turn 10, makes his way down the back straight. DRS wide open as he approaches the final chicane. How will he tackle it? Not the best way. Doesn't. Oh, that's frustrating. Invalidates the lap on the final corner of the circuit. And that will get him nowhere. Up ahead to Grimmy, the Grim Reaper. Solid result last week in China in that mayhem finish where we had a safety car. Oh, geez, nearly brushed the wall there, if not doing so. He's pushing hard, Grim Reaper. As it stands, I don't think this lap's going to be quick enough for pole position, but might be an improvement on his own personal time through 8 and 9. And that turn 9 is cashing a few of them out today. Between turns 9 and turn 14. Getting a solid amount of lap invalidations. Here's CBF Rude now down there in 5th. 7/10 drift. Oh, well, that's not going to do him no good. Goes wide. We'll check in with Delicious. That's not a hot lap. Although he might be setting up a hot lap, so... No, he's not. Let down. What about Buster? Down there in the Aston Martin. Finds himself in that little log jam of cars between 9th and 16th. And the 4/10 separate. Oh, gets well out of shape on the exit of the chicane. Didn't invalidate the lap, but we'll chalk that up as another victim of turn 14. Oh, and there's contact. He's gotten in the way of... Was it... Who was that? Try Kid. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Try Kid's out of the session. That was terminal damage. And in the meantime, we, 921... goes even faster. 108.5. That is a hot time and one that's going to be difficult to beat. It's 1 minute 13 left in the session. Not a hot lap going on there. We'll try and find someone on a quick lap at the moment. Tense Sandals flying past the traffic, jumps out of his way. Can he negotiate 8 and 9 successfully? He can. Through the hairpin at 10. We welcome Gavin Arnold to the comments. Remember, if you are watching on, feel free to join us in the comments. more comments the better, and that's invalidated from Tent Sandals. That lap will be no good. Another lap goes to the cutting room floor. So, this guy is just struggling to hook up their laps. That's invalidated from Benny. Wee's in, so the session now draws to an end. They're all bar done and dusted. Jeff's lap invalidated. Banana cake pie. Only a handful of them left to register some quick laps. Gets his Alfa Romeo through 8 and 9 successfully. Turn 10. Flings it through the final chicane. Does so without invalidating the lap, but I don't know how quick this is going to be. I think that was good enough for one position. Stays on the 8th row, though, with a 1:10.3. And that will be it as far as qualifying is concerned. So last week's race winner, Wee 921, picks up where he left off. Smashes the field by half a second. Huge effort. Buster picks himself up that 5-second grid penalty for hindering Tri-Kid and ultimately wiping him out of the session. Results on screen there, as you can see. Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, Alpha Tauri round out the first 2 rows. CBF Rude and Grim Reaper there on the 3rd row. So we will take the opportunity to just have a very quick break. Please don't go anywhere. An action-packed race, no doubt, just on the other side of this. Here we go, folks. Strap yourselves in. Canadian Grand Prix just moments away. The poleman Wee 92 brings the field around to the grid for the commencement of round 3 of the championship. It's the PlayStation Pacific Open Series Tier 1. And this is round 3 about to get underway once the 5 red lights come on and go out. Here we go. The Ferrari leads them off the grid, but not without his little mate Chip there on the outside. The Ferrari will keep the inside line. The Red Bull and the AlphaTauri will duke it out side by side through turn 2. And the field spreads out immediately. So no incidents so far that we can see. They all get through pretty cleanly. Wee 92 in a commanding position. We saw the pace the Ferrari had in qualifying. Will that transfer over to race pace? We'll find out soon enough. 35 laps to come as he leads them down now to the chicane at 8 and 9. It's Wee 92 from Chip, Delicious, Benny MC in the Red Bull, and then the second Mercedes of CBF Rude. Down to the hairpin. Anyone going to make a move going down here? Field concertina's up. Look at that Ferrari of Grim Reaper completely sandwiched between the two cars either side. The cars snake their way through the back straight, all trying to get a toe off the car in front. None close enough. Oh, there's contact. It's Grim Reaper. He's out. He's collected the wall. We'll try and get a look at it. Oh, Banana Cake Pie's not going to give us the look. But Grim Reaper and CBF Rude, their days are done, and that will see the introduction of the safety car. We just couldn't quite pick it up. We saw bits of carbon fibre flying everywhere. Banana Cake Pie's in the pits. There's the position situation. Buster, the big winner at the start after that five place grid penalty, makes up 8 on the first lap. There we go, Gavin Arnold in the comments letting us know. He usually has a pretty good eye on Grim Reaper. Looks like Rude has kissed the wall of champions and bounced into poor old Grim, ending his day. So that's interesting. If DNF, that'll drop Grim down the standings, no doubt about it. He was 18 points adrift of Wee, who, let's be honest, if he can just keep all four wheels on the track, looking for a good result off the back of that pace he showed in qualifying. So it took us a while to see a safety car. I don't think we had one in round 1, and it took till right to the end of the Chinese Grand Prix. There was only a handful of laps remaining before we saw one. Coming back in, giving us 2 absolutely hectic laps of racing to round out the event. And then just like that, on lap 1 we get the safety car in Canada. Bound to happen somewhere through the season. Not what we want to see, but they are there for a reason, so hopefully this will get sorted out pretty quickly. We'll check the tyre situation for you. There's the strategies as it stands. Now, who pitted? There's the tyre situation. I'll just find the pit stops for you, sorry. So there you have it from 12th down. Delicious, 10 sandals. Scotty, always with his eye on the ball, Scotty. Interesting to see that he's stopped already. One to watch for future. Banana Cake Pies we saw on screen, stopped early. And after that, Chronic Saint in the McLaren Buster in the Aston. After that brilliant start, we got a couple more in the pits now. Actually, I think there's Benny MC coming in. Scotty's back in. So Scotty goes again. That is interesting. He's really, like I said, he always has his eye on the ball, does Scotty. He's obviously pitted, just taken a nice slow lap behind the safety car and had a good think about it. And decided the medium tyres are the way to go. So he's got a clear strategy in mind, no doubt, as the AlphaTauri driver. Second in the championship currently. Winner in round 1, Portimao. 6th last week in China. Couldn't quite get a grip on his car last week. From what we could see outside anyway, he finds himself in 17th now off the back of 2 pit stops. Safety car in this lap, that's what we love to see. And we can get racing once more. No DRS for the first 2 laps without safety car intervention. I think We92 will be pretty happy with that. As I said, if he can take that qualifying pace that he showed, took pole by half a second nearly, and translated into race pace, he should get outside the 1 second DRS gap. By the time DRS is enabled, remember you have to be within 1 second of the car in front to get DRS assistance. Oh, and there's contact already. What's going on? It's all gone to hell in a handbasket. We watched Rude bring out the safety car, and now his teammate Chip's gone. You see the stricken Mercedes in the background there on the start-finish straight, in the same place his teammate met his demise. Wow! Ferrari Mercedes out of the race. No safety car by the looks of it. And as I was alluding to, We92 gets that gap out to over a second immediately. Unbelievable. Now you can see the position change, what's happened with in regards to stops and position change. The guys all at front haven't stopped, so some of them making up quite a lot of places. Karma there in 6th, he started last. He finds himself now up in 6th. Twitch Liddy was 13th, now 3rd, and we got another yellow flag. I think that's Breadman Meekin, is it? Yeah, on the grass down there at the hairpin. Gets going once more. Does he have damage on that hearth? No, he doesn't. And out front, it looks like We92 is a man on the mission. And Breadman Meekin picks up a time penalty for his efforts. So we ride with the 2 Alpines. We're on board with Twitch Liddy's teammate. My name is Jeff up front. They need a good result, these 2. So far in the right positions, but will this strategy pay off? A whole bunch of guys way back down having taken the early pit stops, looking for alternate strategies. Whose will pay off? Time will tell. Alpine fans will have their fingers crossed. 2nd and 3rd will be a lovely result. A nice boost in the Constructors' Championship, currently led by Ferrari on 82. From AlphaTauri back on 64. Through the final chicane, the cars come once more. Actually, that AlphaTauri there of Delicious all over the gearbox. The 10 Sandals moves to the outside, looks for a move into turn 1. He gets it done. That's a solid effort there from Delicious. A great move. Drives off down the road in 7th. Here's Benny MC. We're on board with the Red Bull as he tracks 11th placed Met and gets a good run there out of the chicane at 7. And he's going to go on with that there. Take the spot going into 8 and 9. Red Bull moves up a position. Here's Scotty on the move now after those early 2 pit stops. Seems to have all the time on his side when he's making a decision. It can get very hectic when you're trying to negotiate all that's going on around you. Cars in front, cars behind, all the corners, and at the same time trying to conjure up a strategy for the race. Scotty just seems to take it all in his stride. Yellow flag, sector 1. Who's had a mischief? It's Tri-Kid there. The Williams has gone round. Easy to do at turn 2. I wonder if there was contact. There's a bit of his front wing missing, so he will have to box to get that repaired. Back up the midfield, Tense Sandals. Right on the back of Karma. In the Red Bull, and he's going to line up a move here. He'll get the DRS assistance. Can't get a move done into 10, but gets a good solid run out of the corner. Turn 10 hairpin, setting up a move here for Tense Sandals. Forced to the outside by the Red Bull, who's well aware of it, but nothing he can do. Minus DRS, and gives up 6th position. Metz picks himself up a time penalty. And out in front on lap 9, Wee 921. As I said last week's who we lost down, the Breadman Meekin. I think he's launched it into the wall of champions. He has. And that'll be another safety car. Wall of Champions claims its 3rd victim. That is a shame. They're dropping like flies. 5 cars gone already. 4, sorry. You can see I failed math at school. 4 cars gone already. Early days, only lap 9, 35 laps set out for the race today. Not ideal for Wee. He was working beautifully out front, building that lead. And as a result, will box. So he's going to get rid of those soft tyres now. Just going to drop him right towards the back of the field. Obviously on much fresher tyres, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Tucks back into the field in 13th position behind Scotty. No one else decides to pit. For now anyway. So that might pay off, but we'll get quite busy in the pits later on, no doubt. And we, 92, will be able to go about his business on the medium tyres. So with that all going the way it has, that puts Twitch Liddy in the Alpine at the head of the field. Deputy Dilldog must have passed him in there. We missed that, looking at the battles further down the field. So it's an Alpine 1-3. Delicious 4th. He was showing a bit of pace at one point. Did set the fastest lap. Not sure if he still holds that or not. Safety car goes through for another tour. That'll give Tri-Kid a chance to catch up. Safety car might fall pretty nicely for Tri-Kid actually. Suffered that spin earlier on, but with nothing to lose, has been able to come in and grab a fresh set of mediums. Banana Cake Pie now takes the opportunity to jump in, and he's going to the soft tyre. So we'll have to keep one eye on him. But I think that's dropped pretty nicely for Tri-Kid at the moment. It certainly hasn't been to his detriment, that's for sure. Hopefully we're about to get the notification that the safety car will come in this lap. Please, please, pretty please. There it is. And telling us Twitch Lydia's left the session. Let's hope that's not the case. In front. But it's sort of looking like it. He's joined. Notification down there on the bottom of your screen. He's joined back up, so hopefully just in time. So here we go once more. Is Twitch Liddy in control of that car? We get racing once more. There's Delicious going straight through past My Name Is Jeff. Leaves him in his wake as the rest of the field make their way through turns 1 and 2. So Twitch Liddy passed by Deputy Dilldog, who takes the lead of the race. They're going to fight it out though through 6 and 7. And the McLaren holds station. That opens the door now for Delicious, looking for a piece of the action. He's got cars on his left, cars in front. Backs out of it for now while the two in front go at it through 8 and 9. Are they all going to get through there in one piece? Now My Name Is Jeff and Tense Sandals back there in 4th and 5th join the party in a battle of their own. Cars everywhere across the track. This is magnificent. Alpha Tauri of Delicious takes the lead. Just like that. The lead changes twice in the first lap after the safety car. They're not done with each other yet either. No time to catch your breath as they whip through the chicane. That Alpine cut the corner, no doubt. That's going to be a warning from the stewards now as they continue to go side by side down the pit straight. Oh, positions chopping and changing at the front of the field everywhere. Look at the Red Bull of Karma and My Name Is Jeff going side by side through 1 and 2. Jeff's not going to give it up that easy. Jumps back ahead. Oh, and didn't get a good exit out of that corner either. Now, did I spot rain on the camera as well? Has another element been added to this race? Look at the cars side by side, dueling all over the place. This safety car has really thrown a cat amongst the pigeons. Delicious leads from Deputy Dilldog. Twitch Liddy 3rd, Karma 4th. Oh, it's all happening. All happening in Canada. Action stations aplenty. Now we're getting some racing. Someone's been left behind at the hairpin. I think it's Metz. He's gathered it up. He'll tack onto the back of the field. But in the meantime, the rain is starting to fall. So we're just 14 laps down. We've had 2 safety cars. Numerous lead changes, pit stop strategies varying all over the place, and now you can add a bit of rain into the mix. They'll have to pit this lap, will they? Gavin Arnold not saying, commenting in the comments saying not sure about Wii 92's pit gamble. Yeah, it would look interesting one. It could either pay dividends or it could hurt him badly, but maybe this little rain shower might be about to iron things out a little differently as well. So many elements to it at the moment. Just absolutely all happening. Here's Buster down in 8th. Lining up, My Name is Jeff. Not quite close enough. And with an Alpha Tauri right on his backside. Try Kid down in 13th. Tagged onto the back. We better go up ahead to Twitch Liddy there in 3rd. Doesn't quite get through on Deputy Dilldog, but very close nonetheless. V92's made his way up to 10th in the meantime. Here's Buster now, still trying to find his way past Chronic Saint. Cars behind to keep an eye on as well. I won't say worry about, but boy, are they caught in a battle. Who's been left on the start-finish straight? Oh, Benny. What's Benny done? Is he in the pits? I think he's retired. And safety car. So I'm not 100% sure what's happened there. It's a retirement of Benny MC. Did he might have taken the gamble early on the intermediates and possibly chucked it off, possibly into the Wall of Champions again. Yep, Gavin Arnold confirming, so he jumped in very early for the inners, took the gamble, hoping that rain was going to fall harder, quicker. It has not. Now, Delicious has jumped into the pits, so race leader in. Medium's gone. Medium's back on. Deputy Dilldog. There's the tyre situation on screen. Now you can see the 4 down the bottom there. Keycon, Buster, Codstar and Metz are opting for the intermediates. They're banking on this rain getting harder. It's been pretty steady for the last 2.5 laps. Hasn't increased in volume. Certainly a dry tyre track at the moment. Checking with Deputy Dildo. Leads from Twitch Liddy. Karma in 3rd. 10th Sandals 4th. Scotty's made his way up to 5th now. But these guys now touring around on well-worn mediums. So our 3rd safety car appearance of the day. Hard to believe there's only been 16 laps. How many safety cars could we see by the end of it? At this rate, it's going to be about 6 visits. Meanwhile, the guys at the back, the bottom 4, just fingers, toes, every hair on their body crossed that the rain is going to get harder to make that call of the inters worthwhile. Now the field are all bunched up, bar for Metz. Is he going to get rid of his inters potentially? No. He's staying with them. Might have done some damage. He'll have enough time to catch the pack and tack onto the back, so I'm hoping that means we'll see the safety car in this lap. Take it easy, Metz. You probably don't need to go that fast. Those inters will get all hot and bothered if that's how quick you're going to go. So he comes around the hairpin and joins on to the back of the pack. Safety car takes him around for another lap anyway. So we'll take stock. Deputy Dilldog in front. Actually, here they come now. There's no time to take stock. The guys are flying into the pits left, right and centre. Cars everywhere in pit lane. Going for the inters. Scotty departs. Karma departs just ahead of him. They've seen enough. They've decided it's wet enough. It's built up enough over the last 4 laps. 4 inters. Buster, Codstar, both up 10 places, and Metz and Karma up 12. Race leader, Deputy Dilldog, he started in 17th. And there's the good news, safety car in this lap. Kid picks up a 3 second time penalty, so there's the penalties. They're all 3 seconds for those guys holding one at the moment. So this will be interesting. Oh, Deputy Dilldog, the top 3 come in, so they realise it's wet enough. They may have blown it. Keycon takes the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix. The 2 Aston Martins trailing behind as we make our way into the turn 1, first really wet lap. Oh, and that Williams getting well and truly out of shape, trying to hold it together, trying to keep Buster away. Can't break free. Look at the Aston Martin squirming all over his gearbox. Can't find a way through. At 6 and 7. Lead of the race up for grabs as Aston Martin swarming all over the Williams. Down to the chicane. He's going to get the inside run into 8 and 9. And yet again we have another leader. Will his teammate Codstar follow him through? He has. We have an Aston Martin 1-2 in Canada. Buster from Codstar. Buster's best finish at in the first 2 races was 6th. He's been consistent, 6th in round 1, 7th last week in China, and now finds himself in the lead just past the halfway mark of the Canadian Grand Prix. Metz has made his way up to 3rd. Karma under pressure here from Scotty, looking for a way through. All those earlier pit stop strategies have gone flying out the window. The likes of Deputy Dilldog will have been wishing they might have pitted a lap earlier. It was Deputy Dilldog, Twitch Liddy, and Tense Sandals. Chronic Saint gets himself a penalty, dueling down there with the Tri-Kid. Busy times in the race. Here's the pole man. We92 closing in on Scotty, so those 2 going on a bit of a charge together. After this man, Karma in the Red Bull. Yellow flag, someone didn't make it through 8 and 9 the right way as Karma goes pretty wide, rubs a bit of wheels with Metz. They go side by side through 11 and 12. Karma has to tuck back in. No DRS there at the moment. Will he get the move done? Doesn't have the pace to get up the inside. Puts it away for now. Oh, Buster gets himself a 3 second time penalty. So he and Codstar have one. Metz doesn't. Karma in 4th. The highest ranked runner without a penalty. Four cars forming a train there. Metz has gone wide. He's been passed already by Karma. So third place goes to Karma as it stands. Oh, Met's having a hell of a time by the looks of it, trying to keep that Haas pointing in the right direction. Loses another spot to Scotty. We can't quite follow him through. Scotty goes wide and lets the Haas back through. Will that leave him open to an attack from Wee92? Can the Ferrari get close enough? He's in the slipstream, thinking about a move up the inside. Goes against his instincts for now. Down to the hairpin. Turn 10, there's contact. Scotty into the back of Metz. No damage done by the looks of it. Nothing but a friendly little love tap on the Haas gearbox. Oh, Metz is really struggling. Did he hit the wall? He has. It's cost him speed, and that's going to allow Scotty around the outside. They can't keep it side by side through there. Metz, I don't know how through all that Metz has stayed in fourth place, but he has. That leaves Wee92 and Scotty to duke it out. Oh, that's where it starts to get messy. This is where you start to think it's going to end in tears for someone at this point as they go through the chicane side by side. There is cars all over the track. They're still managing it. This is unbelievable for now. Oh, here we go. Three abreast. The two Alpha Tauris fire through. Scotty in fourth. Delicious in fifth. Metz cops one hell of a demotion. That was quite the driving from these guys, but it's not over yet. Wee92 takes a piece of the action. As we've seen through the last couple of laps, Metz refuses to go down without a fight. My name is Jeff back there now looking to line up Keycon. Can't get it done until the Williams goes wide. My name is Jeff. Up to ninth spot. So it's still Buster and Codstar out front. Karma in third. We ride with the Red Bull. Pretty treacherous conditions out there now. And Scotty being absolutely harassed by his teammate. Oh, plenty to look at. 12 laps remain. This could be anyone's. Full credit to the drivers. Some great driving shown there in the last couple of laps. I thought we were going to see some tears for sure, but they managed to keep it pointing in the right direction. Here's Chronic Saint now weighing off. That was My Name is Jeff. So Metz drops down further now. Metz just not having a comfortable time of it on those intermediate tyres. Deputy Dilldog goes through now. Metz drops to 10th. Oh, where did it all go so wrong for the Haas driver? It's a shame. Back out front, Buster T16_F1 leads the way from his teammate. Nice little 2.5 second buffer out front. Say the way it's going, you'd be happy if it stays wet till the checkered flag. Hasn't exactly poured buckets, but the rain built up enough to make that intermediate tyre the right choice for now. Will it dry out before the end of the race? Wouldn't that make it interesting? So they're really pulling away here. The gap between third place Karma and this man Scotty is now out to 5 seconds under pressure. The gap now goes to Delicious, who moves up to 4th, gets past his teammate. So what a race we're having. We can barely go half a lap without a position changing. That's what we want to see. Good hard racing. Now, Karma there in 3rd has closed in on Codstar. Less than a second behind. That Red Bull showing some pace in the wetter conditions. So we need to look at the penalty situation here. It's looking pretty good for Karma at the moment. Buster out in front. Maybe he's going a bit too fast. 6 seconds worth of penalties under his belt. Codstar 3 of his own. Karma will be liking what he sees. He needs to keep it pointing in the right direction. Metz grabs a penalty. That's 6 seconds for him. Delicious 4th, Scotty 5th. W92, the pole man, closing in on Scotty now. Not sure where to look at the moment. We'll stay with Karma now to see if he can get a move. Actually, no, I changed my mind. We're going to W92 because he is busy painting the back of that Alpha Tauri with his nose cone. Can't get through though. Look down from the heli-cam. Love the heli-cam. Great to watch. I just wish we had that as an option as the race director. But anyway. W92.333 behind Scotty 793 in race 3 of the PlayStation Pacific Open Series. You're tuned into the Tier 1 Championship, coming to you live from Canada. Great to have you with us. Share all this excitement, action of what has been a thrilling race so far. It is all happening. Scotty getting good acceleration out of turn 10, keeping W92 at bay for now. Ferrari closes right in at the final chicane. Seems to have the pace there through the corners. Can't get close enough now. Not close enough for a move anyway. Just checking in with the Tri-Kid down in 13th. He seems to be closing on Banana Cake Pie, but just can't get through, can't get close enough into turn 1. We'll have to try again. Look at that rain flying through there sideways now. Oh, and is that 10... did Banana Cake Pie go off? Didn't go off. I thought he was into the wall for sure anyway. I got a bit overexcited, but Tri-Kid... Oh, Tri-Kid himself has done it! Maybe I saw the future. Tri-Kid spins, Banana Cake Pie goes back through, takes Kekon with him. Meanwhile, back up there in 2nd place, Codstar still having to fight tooth and nail to hold off Karma in the Red Bull. Managing to do so at the moment. It's the same for Scotty there in 5th. With respect to W92 behind. Just can't find a way through in the Red Bull. I'll be getting sick of looking at the rear wing of that Aston Martin. Closes under brakes. Just never quite close enough to get through. V92, same case. Trying desperately to find a way past Scotty. Very close this time coming out of turn 10. Will he be able to tuck in close enough and get a slipstream on the AlphaTauri? He can, but he's running out of straight. Oh, that's close. That's very close. Tries to keep it smooth. The Ferrari just wanting to step out ever so slightly. Coming out of the chicane. Oh, this is agonising for the Ferrari driver. As I mentioned earlier, showed so much pace in qualifying. With all that speed to... Oh, he's going wide here, is he? Just gathers it up. Avoids penalties. Yes, with all that speed he showed in qualifying, I'd say he would have loved to have... Would have preferred a dry race. Demonstrate that speed we saw in the earlier parts. Start of the race, just broke away, was building up a nice gap after the first safety car, led the race by 5 seconds in just a short amount of laps. I guess you could say the weather really rained on his parade. Unfortunate for him. Good if you're Buster or Codstar out front. Probably better if you're Karma, the only one without a penalty at the moment. There's the situation. Effective leader of the race is Karma in the Red Bull. Delicious closing in. But he's got 6 seconds worth of penalties of his own. Lap 30 of 35 and the Canadian Grand Prix is drawing to an end. Now the rain is still falling slightly. Is it drying up, however? We've got a yellow flag down in Sector 3 and a safety car. Safety car out. Tri-Kid, by the looks of it, has DNF. Oh, surely they're all going to just jump straight into the pits now. The rain all bar stopping. Does anyone want to risk it and stay out? In these two come. No surprises there. Top three stay out. Oh, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Straight onto the softs of V92. Is the race about to come back to him? This is very interesting. Surely those top three had to pit. And they're a little bit further up the back straight. They had less time to make a decision, unfortunately for them. I mean, there's no guarantee this is the wrong decision yet, but the rain has stopped falling. 4.5 laps to go. I think they may have buried their races right here. They're just stuck behind the safety car. They want to get round to the pits as quick as they can. They do have margin back to Delicious and Scotty in 4th and 5th, V92 6th, Chronic Saint 7th. Those four have pitted. So, oh, they're not pitting. They're staying out, the two Astons. Karma pits. Red Bull driver jumps in. He jumps in and takes more inters. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. So, takes on more inters, drops down to 7th. I have to let that McLaren back through, does. So I have little doubt the race will get going again before it finishes. I can't see it finishing behind the safety car, but I reckon you'd be pretty happy if you're Delicious, Scotty and Wee92, particularly if you're Scotty, because Delicious does have time penalty. So it's lap 32. Safety car goes around once more. Kevin Arnold making the prediction with, I think we'll see a couple more DNFs on those softs. Well, the way the race has been going, actually, it's funny, we've only got 6 DNFs at the moment. We lost about 4 in the first 4 laps, I think, wasn't it? Roughly that. That's the first. Codstar second, both with penalties. Buster 6 seconds worth. Codstar 3 seconds worth. Delicious, the first of the dry tyre runners. He has 6 seconds worth. Scotty in 4th and Wee92 in 5th are clear. We've seen the lead change how many times? And this is starting to shape up. Like it's going to be a mad dash to the finish. So that's what we want to see. Safety car in this lap. And you're going to have to bear with me on this restart. It's going to be hard to know where to look. There are going to be cars flying everywhere. The lead has just been handed over from one driver to another. Served up to one driver, he hands it on to the next. Here we go. Through the final chicane, we get running once more, and Delicious all over the back of Codstar, really trying to get through already. He's already practically alongside the Aston, dives up the inside, wastes no time on those quicker tyres. He knows he needs to get off down the road. I don't know if he's going to be able to build up a gap big enough, but needs to do what he can. At least want to put cars between himself and Scotty. So goes to the lead now, demotes Buster immediately. Wee92 there in 5th. Oh, so here we go now. Delicious, Scotty, now 1-2 as expected. Buster and Codstar dropping back through the pack. It is not going well for them at all. Wee92 moves up to 4th, which would be effectively 2nd when you count those penalties. Here comes Chronic Saint. Oh, he's touched the Aston there going into the hairpin. That's opened the door for Twitch Liddy. He sneaks up the inside, goes into 6th. He'll go past Codstar, no doubt. And we have cars strewn all across the track as we go for the drag down to the final chicane. We've got Deputy Dilldog, Karma, Chronic Saint all over the place. Into the final chicane. Oh, the McLaren goes round. Deputy Dilldog spins it, quickly gathers it up and tries to get going once more. He'll stay in the points for now as the others, well, some jump into the pits. Chronic Saint had to. Back up front, Delicious leads Scotty. We921 there in second, trying desperately to catch the AlphaTauri driver for what he knows will be the win. That's your lead battle. Delicious now 9 seconds worth of penalties. It's getting very costly out front. So it looks like, as it stands, it's between Scotty, the week 1 winner, and We92, last week's winner. Who's going to notch up the next win? They're your two best chances at the moment. My name is Jeff DNF's in a awkward spot down there. That's between 9 and 10. Hopefully that's not a safety car to the finish. Look at We92 all over the back of Scotty. He's close. He's really close. Is he going to try and make the move into turn 1? Does not. DRS is enabled. Oh, is that the finish? Was I getting so into that the race was over? My golly. I totally lost track of the laps there. Scotty 92. Scotty 793 from We92. Oh. There we go. They hung on with the softs. Quite the race that was. The amount of passes was incredible. The lead changed several times. I got so enthralled in those battles I didn't realise we were at the checkered flag. Karma picks up driver of the day. Scotty adds another win to the tally. That'll lock it up pretty close at the top of the standings. Congratulations to the AlphaTauri driver. I have no doubt the Aston Martins will be ruining a bit of an opportunity lost, having not pitted for the soft tyres. Had a second chance to do so and still passed up the opportunity. But easy to see from here on the sidelines. Different when you're in the car making the decisions on the go. There's your list of results. Scotty, 7th place grid start, snatches the win. We92, I think he'll, after all that happened, he'll probably settle for second today. Live to fight another day. Karma in 3rd, AlphaTauri driver Delicious in 4th, Twitch Liddy 5th. Codstar did manage to hang on to 6th, his teammate 8th. Sandwiching Deputy Dilldog there in 7th. Banana Cake Pie 9th, and Mets rounds out the top 10. Made up 9 places through the race. Good effort. So a lot of the lower place drivers made up some good places. Pity we can't go racing just for another 5 laps, but unfortunately that's all we've got time for this time out. Hopefully you can join us next week wherever you may be. It's always great to have your company and a pleasure to bring you the action. I'm your host, Mike Wilson. It's bye for now.